Welcome back to the channel, folks. My name's John Bull. This is another episode of Raid with Receipts, your Raid Shadow Legends journey, where we do get to use the wallet. Okay, lots going on, but for those who may be new, okay, if you happen to be new around here, you know, this is like a playthrough style series where we just play Raid Shadow Legends. We get to use the wallet and we see the gains that we can make, and we've made good gains, and we'll discuss that. But I want to remind you all out there, if you have not already liked this video and subscribed to it, please do that down below. I think today's going to be a pretty good one because I got some important news. And maybe I just am out of touch. And maybe, I don't know, this is something that everybody else knew except for me, but I like to think at least that I am glued in to some extent. But I've gotten well over 9,000 of these hero path points because I already got this is 1,000, so 10,000, we'll call it 11,000. 11,000 on the first day. Haven't burned through any gems. You know, I've just made pretty good progress, and I've also haven't pulled any shards. So I have kind of hacked this Halloween Path event, and I think it's going to be particularly important that you may be able to want to do this also, because there's a champion training event coming up, and what we're going to do does involve farming food, and it also is going to help us with a Shredder's Wrath tournament that is coming up. Even though we don't get Maria fragments for it, this is something where we can just get a little bit of extra rewards. So all in all, it is pretty straightforward. This hack has allowed me to get a minimum, or not a minimum, a maximum amount of points, and it's not only efficient energy-wise, it is also very efficient time-wise. So I saw on a Reddit thread, somebody commented that, you know, the event dungeon is fairly efficient for these hero path points. And they did talk about a specific stage, so I just kind of tested it out. So I threw together some oddball team. Here is stage 10. I know I can do stage 10. I believe I can do stage 13 as well. You know, it's not necessarily like the fastest route, but it's, you know, but it is done in reasonable time, and we're able to complete it, get through here. Hopefully it'll be dead very soon. And you know, I got like 23 points for 12 energy. I'm like, okay, that is pretty solid. That is almost double. You know, it's gonna vary. It's gonna be a little bit less than that, might be a little bit more than that. So then I thought to myself, let's go ahead, let's try 13. I think I can farm 13. I'm not 100%. Okay, so as you can see here, like, it takes a little bit longer, but again, it's not too bad. And again, here, this one not quite as good. You know, 14 energy got me 26 points. Again, slightly less than double. So we're looking at in the ballpark of like 1.75, maybe a little bit higher, points per energy. The commenter wasn't commenting on all these other ones. The commenter was not commenting on 10 or 13. The person in the thread said stage 3. Now, stage 3 is particularly interesting because now what I can do is I can just start throwing a little bit of food champions in there. And as you can see, I actually have a pretty good amount of food. So we're doing 8 energy, keep in mind. And you're going to find out real fast, stage 3 can be done really fast. Okay, there it is. And we got 23 points, okay? And I've seen it be a lot higher than this, and I've also seen it be lower, obviously. But that is almost 3 times. So that means that for 8 energy, we're almost getting triple the Hero's Path reward. So you can just, you know, expand this over a big amount of energy. We're going to be able to get an insane amount of Hero's Path points. And it just goes super fast. So here is obviously the low roll. But again, this was a lot lower than the previous one. It's still more than double, because double 8 is 16. And so we're able to get an extreme amount of points. So this stage 3 here is super efficient in terms of the Hero's Path, but then also on the side, it lets you farm a little bit of silver. In a situation where that Shredder tournament's live, it's also going to allow you to get some of those. So it's allowed me to burn through this a lot faster than I ever thought I was going to be able to. Now, I need to see what the event calendar looks like, but I think we have a couple dead days over the next few days, and I may just load my energy up here, try to get a 4-star basalt, and maybe try to get even an extra pair of fragments. So that's my hack. There it is. That's a lot of you are probably going to cut out at this point, but in all honesty, I had absolutely no idea I like to think I'm keyed in. And so I figured if I didn't know, maybe some of you don't know. So you're welcome if you are trying to, just get fragments. You don't have a lot of shards like me, something like that. So comment down below. That's your feedback for the day. Did you even know that this was as efficient as it possibly was in comparison to other dungeons or stages? Okay, so let's do a little update and then we're going to pull some shards. We have almost completed Doom Tower. I can't really believe I'm saying this because we're hardly 2 months in, I guess, right? But we're making gains. Now this spider's going to be tough, obviously, but the absolute MVP is Hilda, dude. Hilda's so good. She, the AoE stun, not 100%, but kind of good enough. Triple hitter Giant Slayer just does a ton of work, and actually at 5-star without the potion, Skathix is doing pretty solid also. Now, before everybody starts commenting and complaining about how I don't have these fully ascended, I'm saving all my potions so I can complete the fusion. After the fusion, I'll be getting everybody up. It's not that I can't, it's just that I haven't yet. I'm trying to be efficient with my energy. Yeah, but I'm pretty surprised and actually quite pleased that we're just able to get through this. We honestly have had to manual a lot of these boss fights, but first time through, just get the energy or whatever. It's been great. As far as the fusion goes, we're on pace, but we have burned through a good amount of our energy, but we still have a lot left from that pack that we bought, so we're still sitting pretty good with that. I did complete the artifact enhancement event that was today, so we have 200, which I think is everything. Yeah, the spider tournament is done, and the artifact enhancement, and then obviously we have a ton of food that we're going to train up over the course of the, next couple days. And then that will also include getting some of those fusion food leveled up. And then also we are going to be able to, get that champ chase in a good position if it lasts into Friday, which I hope it does. Okay, no events, but I do want to pull a few shards because I do want to just make my life easier and a little bit less strenuous, although I do plan on doing that exact hack more. Let's go ahead and get the materials. So we're getting 3,500 of these. We're getting 400 of these, and we're getting 1,000 for this key. Man, we completed this, honestly, with zero issue at all. So we should be able to get pretty far. So I'll take a rank 1 basalt. I haven't pulled much of my, not shards, my relic materials because I've just been kind of saving it. So this is resistance. This is accuracy. So we're going to go down the left one to get the accuracy one. And let's just go ahead and see what we get. We have a primal. I know that we probably shouldn't pull this, but it's gonna give me the most reward, so we're gonna go ahead and yank it, get a mythical, move on with our life. Okay, it's an epic. It's not a good one, but it is a fusion one. This is a rosin food, so I mean, I guess can't really ask for much more than that. Okay, and then void shards. I get 750 a piece, so I might as well just pop a few of these, see how far into this I get. Obviously, a cold heart would be insane. That would be the absolute best case scenario. Doesn't look like we're on pace for anything great, but obviously if we could get an epic, we're not going to complain about that. Okay, so far, so not good. We haven't had great shard luck right off the bat, but nor have we pulled, but this is a good one. We can build him up and he'll be excellent in Faction Wars. He's more than capable of going all the way through stage 21, so that's a good one, and we get a speed aura. That's a very strong faction as is. Okay, no epics in the voids, probably to be expected, but that we can use the food, honestly. And then these two are fusion. Do I have them in my vault? This one I do, so I'll put her away. Then I'm going to put her away also because she's fusion food for rosin. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's burn through this. Let's see what we got. So this is 10. Okay, and then we're just like about 1,000 points short on this here. So we are going to have to burn through quite a lot more to try to get down into here, unfortunately. We could also just push for the rank 3 basalt. Man, kind of tough decision. Okay, so either way, we're going to be able to hammer this out within the next day, and then not even, probably the next few hours, because we'll put some more food into that. But I'm telling you guys, that really wasn't that bad trying to get through that, knowing that hack. So otherwise, that's the whole video. Hopefully you enjoyed it to some extent. Again, it wasn't necessarily like mind-blowing stuff, but for me, I didn't know, and so now I know moving forward. Otherwise, folks, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you on the other side.